How lucky are we? In one contract, we get to celebrate our moms and our dads. So, dads, this one's for you.
I learned that patience is a virtue. I learned that you're never too old to stop learning, and the importance of family.
I learned so much from my dad. He is also one of my really good friends in life, and he's just taught me how to be a good human being and how to respect others and how to create and keep up a good relationship with everyone, all of your friends and loved ones. And yeah, and I love him so much.
Tried to teach me how to build a birdhouse once. I gave up halfway through. I didn't understand that you couldn't just glue all the wood together. I had to use nails. I wasn't having that. My dad taught me about personal organization and time management. I didn't listen, but he taught me about it. He just taught me how to persevere through. It sounds like I was gonna cry. To persevere through everything, even when things are really super crappy. Be like, no, just stick with it and don't quit. He taught me how to not quit.
Lip liner, so it wasn't to put on lip liner. I should have paid more attention when he was building our house. So I learned some basic skills, like renovating skills, but should have paid closer attention because now I need them. I learned how to be patient. I learned how to, well, he's like my mom, so I learned how to love nature. And have a good time and not get super mad right away when things don't go your way. My dad's really good at that.
To always respect other people, to always listen before speaking, to hear what another person has to say and respect that, and also to respect your elders because they were here before you and they actually do know what they're talking about, even though you don't think they do. But when you get to that age, you realize, boy, were they right. And just to treat everyone equally.
Patience. So much patience. My dad is probably the most patient man I know. And how to listen. He could sit there and just whenever I have a problem or anything, he just listens and listens for the longest time, and then he just kind of looks at me and he goes he lets me talk it out, and he knows how to just, he's the most present person I've ever met, to just kind of sit there and be generous with his time, to just kind of, for anything you need. There's a saying in my house, if you want something done right, ask Dad. He's my hero. I love him so much.
Okay. I love my dad so much, and I miss him so much, and I'm such a daddy's little girl. And if you're watching this, Dad, I'm gonna see you so soon. I'm gonna drink Pepsis and watch TV.
Dad, he's the best. He is what I know as the sun god. He loves the sun, so that's why I love the sun. And his character is so funny. He has the best sense of humor, and I love him very much.
Father is, I think people would describe him as very generous. He's that generous guy. Come in, have some something. You want some something? Oh, we got something. That's my dad.
Was a wonderful man. He went for smokes about 20 years ago, and I've never seen him since. That's about it. He sends me a card once every decade. He's a nice man. They're postcards mostly. The son of a bitch went to Hawaii, but I love him.
My dad was very handy, and he could fix anything. And he always seemed to have no sense of humor whatsoever. But it was a real treat when you could make him laugh and crack at the dinner table. That was skill.
My dad is awesome. My dad is the one who sat me on his knee and said, "Would you like to take ballet lessons?" And so that is the reason why I do what I do today. He's awesome. He's an inspiration. He works hard. And he's a lovely, lovely man.
My dad. Well, I didn't learn about math equations because he learned everything there is to learn being an aerospace engineer, so I just bypassed that. But he's also a great sports guy, so I learned love of sports, actually track and field, which I did in high school. I'm thankful for his quiet. He's a very strong, quiet man, and I learned that you can be quiet for a while, but when it's time to say something, you gotta say it. And I learned a bit about patience, because with my mom, you gotta be a little bit patient sometimes.
Tell me what you learned from your father.
My dad taught me that when you don't agree with something, you need to speak out, even if it's a really powerful thing that you're fighting against, that your voice does matter. He also taught me a lot of jokes that I didn't understand when I was a child, and I would retell them and they were not appropriate. And my dad is the best dad in the entire world, and I love him so much. Like,
We should have a
he's my
cage
hero.
match of dads over here. Apparently her dad is the best dad in the world. I think there are going to be a lot of cage matches of dads.
Yeah, and my dad is going to win.
I don't know
Did your
about
dad teach you how to put on those eyebrows?
that. No, he didn't actually. He really didn't. I did this myself.
Well, I lost my dad when I was really young. And so what I remember of him and what I learned from him was, I think, my great sense of humor. Because I always remember we were always laughing and telling jokes, and the people around him, they were always laughing. So that's what I remember about him the most. I didn't have him long in my life, which is unfortunate, but when we had lots of good laughs.
My dad is like the smartest person I know and can talk to anyone about anything and somehow turn it into a deep, life resounding philosophical conversation.
Wow. It's awesome.
Yeah.
My dad, I have the coolest dad in the whole world. My dad taught me how to sing. I grew up watching him on stage, and I was in complete awe. Like, when he was off the stage, he was my dad, but when he was on stage, he was like this magical being, and I just wanted to be him. So he taught me that. He taught me that silence is a very important thing, and that there's a lot of power in it, whether it's for comedy or whether it's for getting your point across. Silence is really important. And he taught me how to have courage and to be brave in the hard times. I love him very much.
To be resilient and to bring a lot of humor to the challenges of life. Keep it light.
My dad. Okay, oh my god, okay. Here comes the Meryl Streep. I found out my father had cancer this year, actually, and it was really difficult to be away from him through that whole time. But it turns out that he is going to be fine, and he's making all these healthy transitions in his life, so love my dad.
I love you, Papa.
Happy Father's Day, Dad.
Happy Father's Day, Daddy. I love you. I'll see you very soon. I'll see you in 2 weeks.
Woo!
Yes, yes. And we'll go golfing together. We'll just walk down the hill and go golfing. I've been practicing.
I love you, and I've got some really good qualities from you.
Happy Father's Day, Dad, wherever you are.
Happy Father's Day, LaPoo.
Happy Father's Day, Dad. I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you.
Happy Father's Day, Dad.
I love you very much.
Love you, Dad.
You done good, dads. Your kids love you. Now enjoy your day.